Smart travelers know how to pack light. Today, a smartphone can document the whole trip. But in simpler times, the travel diary was the elegant solution. Gabriel Palachi is an Argentinian piano man who has ventured throughout South and Latin America, absorbing the rhythms he discovered along the way. Now with his debut album, Diario de Viaje, or Travel Diary, under his belt, Gabriel is traveling to the festival stages of North America. He joins us now by phone from Toronto. How you doing, Gabriel?
How are you, Kyle?
I'm doing really well. So tell us about your big Latin American musical adventure.
Everything started in Argentina. I born there. I have all my life there. I studied there. I always have my dream of going to Cuba to study. So I finally made it. I leave my country 4 years ago. I supposed to live for 6 months, and it's 4 years now. And while in Cuba, I have the good luck of studying with great masters of salsa, timba, and Latin jazz. One of the great masters was Chucho Valdez.
Yeah, now tell us about that.
Yeah, I was really lucky to meet him. And also, I was studying with different teachers from Cuba and absorbing the Cuban culture. So I can say that one of my dreams come true when I was there. Well, and for those things in life, I ended up in Mexico.
Yes.
After Cuba, and I was living in the Caribbean of Mexico during 3 years. So all this time living in the Caribbean area inspired me a lot for composing the different songs of my album.
No doubt.
That's why the album is called Travel Diary, because every song that I compose, I did it in different places and different times of my traveling.
Yes.
As I say, when people ask me what kind of music do you play, I don't really know what to say about it. As you can hear, it's a big fusion of a lot of styles, and I think that's how I see music today. I see like a big fusion of styles, because so many music are the same, right?
Right.
So my idea is really to put different cultures and world music from all over the places, to put it together and create a new sound with that.
So tell me, Gabriel, how did you come to make Canada your home base?
I have to say, one of the reasons was I have a festival in Canada, the Cal Koat Jazz Fest in BC. That was the reason why I came to Canada, and the reason why I stayed was a woman.
It's always a woman.
Of course. And after that, I started to discover this country, and I fall in love with this country.
Yeah.
I really like, and I'm really grateful with Canada, because it gives me a big opportunity to share my art, and the public in this country is really appreciate the art, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy so much to be here. Right?
Yeah. Well, you haven't skimped on the arrangements for this album. There are a lot of musicians at play here. How did they all come together in Mexico?
Sometimes you have to do networking. I have the core of the band, that is the bass, the drum, and the conga player, that they are in all the songs. And then after, for every song, I decide to invite a special guest. The half of the musicians that play are Cuban, and the other half are Mexican. And I did a lot of going to jams, and another French musician introduced me to another musician, and then I have the opportunity to choose one of the best guys in Mexico City for participating in my album, and I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, my idea for a band is to have a 12-piece band. That's my idea for the performance, but at the moment, of course, as you know, with the budget, I'm traveling with 6-7 guys for the festival. But yeah, in the city you will hear more than 20 guest musicians on the album.
So tell me about that. When you play live on stage with, let's say, 5 or 6 musicians, do you find yourself missing some of the parts that you've written into the album?
I won't say parts, but I will say sound.
Yeah.
Because, of course, it's not the same when the melody is being played for 5 musicians than for 2, right? But at least I am happy enough with the formation I have now, that is bass, drums, congas, piano, violin, and trumpet. With the trumpet, I can do all the Latin parts, with the violin. I can do all the tango and Arabian part.
World Big Canada Radio is on the pod with Gabriel Polacci. The new album from Gabriel Polacci Band is Diario di Viaje. It's a great listen. But don't just take our word for it. Check out the homepage, GabrielPolacci.com, and thumb through the press clippings, videos, and audio samples, and keep an eye on his tour dates to find out when you can get a taste of the Gabriel Polacci Band live. Gabriel, there's such a variety of styles on this album. Do you see yourself gravitating more in one direction or another, or diversifying even more?
No, I think it will be diversifying even more.
Yeah.
I am composing for my second album already, and I want to keep the same concept of a big fusion. So I don't want to do one genre, and I want to do all the music that I have here in all my life. I want to keep that concept of mixing them all. I will be coming in Canada again next year, and I will be touring around BC and Alberta, so you can keep up updated in my website. And also, if you want to buy my music, it's on iTunes, and you have the link on my webpage if you are interested. And I will be happy to hear from anyone that is interested. They can contact me freely, and I will be happy to speak with them.
So contact Gabriel personally, and he'd love to talk to you. Gabriel, I really appreciate your time. I'd like to take this home with another great track from Diario di Viaje. Can you tell us about the song which is titled Electroshock?
Well, Electroshock is when I decide to mix the Latin with the house music, with the electronic music, because I have also the electronic music in my background, where I decide to mix all the Cuban and Latin background that I have with the electronics. As you can hear, the music of these days, so much electronic everywhere, right? And I thought it was a good idea to experiment a little with the Cuban rhythms and take it to another level, right? To an electronic level.